What were your three favorite, or what are your three favorite takeaways from the Animal Crossing Direct?
Okay.
So, um, I haven't had your opinions. We haven't talked about it at all. So I'm
Yep.
curious, Pat. What is one of your three takeaways?
I guess I'll just start with the best and go
Mhm.
down. My first one is terraforming.
Yes.
Like, goddamn,
Yeah.
what an addition! And like, I saw I saw him putting on the construction hat, and I was like, "What is it? What's going on?" And then he started digging into the land, and I'm just like, "Yeah, this is the next step. This is the perfect way to add full customization. My island will never look like yours.
Mm-hmm.
Our friends will never look alike, and just the possibilities are crazy." And then towards the end of the direct, they showed someone digging in and discovering a new part of the beach, and it's like that's where I think it could come in big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, can you
Because
use this on those random islands or just yours?
that's where, again, we're not sure. We
Yeah,
don't know. But the thing with the random islands are you're just there randomly. So,
yeah,
but I'm sure maybe you could uncover things or whatever.
that's what I'm hoping.
Man, it's because then that takes on like the Stardew Valley aspect
Yeah,
of it, where you go in and you do stuff, and it's like this. Here's the thing. I feel like with this, you don't even need to pick a map at the start.
yeah,
You
exactly.
can take whatever map it is; it doesn't matter because by the time you're done, it's not going to look anything like that. In the
Hmm.
past, what and I will say this, I like the fact that we get to pick the different maps at the start because obviously, like I'm sure building rivers and stuff, it's not going to be the way it is when you start the game. Like
Yeah.
it's not going to, you're not going to be able to do the construction stuff right away. That's going to be
Hmm.
a build up thing. So I mean, if we're being honest, it's going to take time to get to that level anyway. So obviously, the beginning is going to take a little bit. Plus, let's be honest, terraforming is never super easy, so it might take a little bit for you to get it down right.
Yeah.
But the one thing, talking on that with the maps, or the beauty is like on the 3DS, you'd have to start the game up, go look at the map, and go, "Do I like this layout? I don't like
Yep.
this layout," and
Let's
restart
reset. Yeah.
and start over. They've just eliminated all that, which is beautiful. I'm with you there. I think that's the biggest thing that they announced, and I'm there. So, what's your second thing?
Wait, but before I get to that, is that game breaking? Like, I feel like there's going to be a way where people like eliminate everything, and it's just like a small. I don't know. There's probably parameters within that, but
It's whatever. That's totally you build it how you want to build it. It's whatever.
yeah. Second thing is probably the museum for the just visual aspect of it. Like, it's like Luigi's Mansion visuals. It's like Animal Crossing has never been known for visuals, but they looked good, man.
Let me tell you something, Pat. So I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
The museum is always my favorite thing to do, to stock it with stuff. But I'm going to tell you this. I just dropped, it's going up today. It'll be up 15 minutes at this point. But if you're listening to this, you can go back and check it out. I just got 5 minutes of footage, gameplay footage, that wasn't shown in the direct.
Ooh.
Now, in that, Pat, the museum, holy crap.
Dude, it looks great.
No. Sir, believe me. The fish, it's like SeaWorld, bro. You walk on these platforms, and there's all these tanks, and then you go down, and when you go down, you're in a tunnel, and you're walking through, and the fish are swimming all around you. It looks like Donkey Kong Country, where you have the different levels. So you're
Yeah.
walking through the middle, and you can see fish behind you and in front of you
Oh
as
my
you're walking.
God.
It is craziness, man. Unbelievable. They killed it with the museum.
Dude, the lighting with the dinosaurs and I think the aquarium was the biggest one for me. I was like, oh, and the one when she's outside in the courtyard and there's like plants and like butterflies everywhere.
Yeah, she sits down on the bench and there's butterflies flying around. I'm like,
Dude.
they killed it. They killed it with that. It is unbelievable. Now, here's the other thing. I also have footage of the first thing with Blathers, right? So Blathers is talking to you, and as you're talking to Blathers, you see the fossil emblem behind you with a staircase that goes down. Then there's two staircases that go up. Normal, old school, the way it would work is you would go into the museum and you would have doors, two to the right, two to the left. And depending on which one you went into, you went to the bug, the paintings, and all that different stuff, right? Yep. Then, if you went downstairs, you went down to the roost where Brewster was. And then eventually, depending on which version of the game you're playing, you'd go upstairs, and it would either be Celeste, who would show off the stars, or in the New Leaf, it was you went upstairs and you got to build upstairs. You had 4 new rooms to build.
Yep.
This is showing that the museum is nothing like we've ever had before, because you're going upstairs, and I'm assuming upstairs is like the bugs and the paintings maybe, and downstairs is obviously the fossils, and then I don't know if we go to the right and the left. It floored me, man. It floored
me.
The
visuals, that was my second thing. Like,
gorgeous.
Insane. And then, like, there's little moments in the game where it's like the wind is blowing and it's raining, and it's like, yeah, this is next level stuff.
I'm with you. What is your third favorite thing?
My third one, it's either between going to the random islands or seeing how you get villagers, how they just like wash up on the shore.
Well,
I really like that.
Well, that's not villagers washing up on the shore. Okay.
Is that just like special characters?
That was Gulliver. Gulliver has this thing that he does where he goes out. To be honest, he gets drunk. He gets knocked overboard and washes up on the shore.
Yeah.
So that's always been a thing. It was in the original, I believe. It was in New Leaf as well. In City Folk, he was a weird alien type thing. You would shoot him out of the sky. Yeah. So that's not any villager that does that. That's just Gulliver.
The islands then is my third one. Okay. I think that's like, it's so great how they did that, and I think that's how they introduced DLC. Mm-hmm. Because right now it's like randomized islands. You can find villagers on these islands. You can find different resources and keep them.
Yes.
And I just think that's so great. I think that if they do it randomized and it's like endless, like that's a daily task you can do right there, and that adds gameplay, adventure. Like that was great.
Dude, I'm in love with this game. I really am. I'm like, give it to me now. Let's go. When I look at this, right, there's things that I'm looking at with this game that has me excited. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when I'm going through everything and I'm like, the paths, gorgeous. Like, love the paths. Love the ability to put them down and do, because that's things that I did automatically. To know that now I could put paths down and don't have to worry about somebody coming along and kicking them up and moving them and stuff, like, so fantastic. So amazing. I love the fact of, like, I get total control of, like, where villagers place their houses. That's something that we never had control of before. Like, so infuriating with the 3DS, where I have this nice patch of hybrids, and I come the next morning and hear someone put a house down, and I'm like, "What just happened, man?"
And you can put the shops anywhere you want too.
Put the shops where you want too. So, like, in my mind's eye, I'm already building my world. Like, as each day goes by, I go, "Oh man, I'd like to have a section here, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this." Like, there's people actually building their maps and posting them on Twitter already.
I saw that.
It's crazy, man. But for me, it's got to be. I'm just going to really quickly run through mine. Obviously, the number one is. Terraforming. I think that's number one on everybody's list, because that took this game to a level that nobody was expecting and just knocked it out the park. I think number two, I would agree with you. I would say the museum. I think that is very high up on my rankings, just because I wanted to know the museum was there. I mean, I always knew, but I just didn't know what it was. Yeah. So that's very high ranking for me as well. And then obviously, I think the third one, I kind of agree with you. I think the islands are kind of cool, but I would probably go and say that the control aspect, having the control over where I could put people, where I could put houses and all that stuff. I think crafting is way up there too. Like, man,
there's a lot to like, man.
So
and I'll even go like another honorable mention. Some people don't like this, but they kind of took Happy Home Designer, and there's a whole new layout where you could go boom, boom, boom. My house is done. There you go.
Well, here's something even better, and I talked about this in my reaction video. It used to be that if you wanted to go from room to room it was, you would go through the door, but it was all black. They finished it off where it feels like it's an actual hallway going down to the room. They
and the windows,
the light comes in the windows now, and you see silhouettes, and dude, grand slam, dude. This
your lights are on in your house, and they're casting light on the bushes outside. It's
it's
the lighting
nuts.
in this is top notch.
Oh, they killed it.